Hi Sam. I'm glad you could join me today. We have an interesting word to explore.
Entscheidung.
Hi Alex.
Entscheidung.
What does that mean?
Great question.
Entscheidung.
Means decision in English. It's one of the most common words used when talking about choices.
So it's just about decisions.
Yes, that's the main meaning. However, be careful. A common false friend is the English word decide, which is actually
Entscheiden.
in German.
I see. Can you tell me more about the grammar of
Entscheidung.
Sure.
Entscheidung.
Is a feminine noun, so it takes the article.
Die.
In the plural, it becomes
Die Entscheidungen.
So it's
Die Entscheidung.
in singular and
Die Entscheidungen.
in plural.
exactly. Now, since it's a noun, we don't have conjugations like verbs, but you might hear it in different tenses. For example, you could say,
Ich habe eine Entscheidung getroffen.
which means I made a decision.
Ah, so the past participle is
Getroffen.
Right. And if you want to use it in the imperative, you could say,
Triff eine Entscheidung.
which means make a decision.
That's interesting. Where does the word
Entscheidung.
come from?
It actually comes from the old High German word,
Entscheidung.
which means to cut off or to separate. The idea is that when you make a decision, you are cutting off other options.
That's a really cool origin.
It is. Over time, the meaning evolved to focus more on choices rather than just the act of separation.
Can you break down the word
Entscheidung.
a bit for me?
Absolutely. The prefix is,
Enti.
which often indicates removal or separation. The root is,
Scheit.
which relates to cutting or dividing, and the suffix
Ung.
is used to form nouns denoting an action or result. So altogether, it conveys the idea of the action of making a choice.
That makes sense.
Now let's look at some similar words. With the prefix,
Enti.
we have,
Entfernen.
which means to remove, and,
Entdecken.
meaning to discover.
What about with the suffix
Um.
Great thinking. We have,
Bildung.
which means education, and,
Veränderung.
Meaning change.
And what if I wanted to explore more about compounds?
Well, a compound example is
Wahlentscheidung.
which combines
Wahl.
meaning vote and
Entscheidung.
it refers specifically to a voting decision.
I see. How can I use
Entscheidung.
in real-life situations?
Let's practice. Imagine you're at work and you need to decide on a project. You could start with
Ich muss eine Entscheidung treffen.
which means I need to make a decision. Can you try saying that?
Ich muss eine Entscheidung treffen.
Perfect. Now, how about at a restaurant when choosing a dish? You could say
Ich kann mich nicht entscheiden.
which means I can't decide.
Ich kann mich nicht entscheiden.
Exactly. Lastly, when talking to a friend about holiday plans, you could say
Wir sollten eine Entscheidung über den Urlaub treffen.
meaning we should make a decision about the vacation.
Wir sollten eine Entscheidung über den Urlaub treffen.
Good job, Sam. Now, since
Entscheidung.
is feminine, you can remember it by thinking of a vivid image, like a woman making an important choice.
That's a helpful hint.
Also, be aware that it's generally used in more formal contexts, but you can use it in everyday conversations too. Some typical phrases include
Eine Entscheidung treffen.
and
Eine Entscheidung fällen.
What are some commonly confused words related to this?
you might mix up
Entscheidung.
with
Entscheiden.
or even,
Entwicklung.
which means development.
Got it.
Let's do a quick recall check. What is the meaning of
Entscheidung.
It means decision.
correct? How do you say to decide in German?
I think it's
Entscheiden.
Right again. Can you give me the plural form of?
Entscheidung.
it's
Die Entscheidungen.
Excellent. What's the past participle you mentioned earlier?
it's
Getroffen.
And one last question, what's the imperative form?
Treff eine Entscheidung.
Exactly. You did really well, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. I learned a lot today.
I'm glad to hear that. Remember, making decisions is an essential part of life, and the word
Entscheidung.
will definitely come in handy. Keep practicing, and you'll master it in no time.